Good morning. I'm Tim McSorley with the Calaveras Council of Governments, and I have a couple of questions posed to me relative to the Angels Camp bypass in relationship to the state budget. Currently, the bypass is still under construction. However, with the current flow of cash, there is a great potential that the project be halted temporarily until a budget can be passed. We're hoping that the budget will be passed by the end of this week, which means tomorrow, which would then allow the cash to continue to flow for the project.
I guess the other question is, if it doesn't, what's the
that is the tougher question.
Yeah.
But in the short term, there's nothing that we can do, quite frankly. In the long term, which would require California Transportation Commission approval, is to gain an exemption for our project, considering the fact that we've actually received a relatively small amount of bond money. There's another process called the G12 process, and without boring you with details, it's kind of like a contingency for contingencies that we could possibly use to help fund the shortfall. So we're still looking at a number of options that are available to us, but those are much longer term than the short term, and that is to keep the crews busy.
You know, I guess overall it's like progress has been good on the project, everything else, so I guess I mean, if the budget is not passed this week, what do they have to basically archive it and, I mean, button it up and just, is that the...
Well, yeah, what you do with a project like this, it's called demobilization, where the contractor would pull his equipment off the job, and there's a cost to that.
Yeah.
Fortunately, we're at a stage in the project where all of the erosion control is in place, because really all they're working on is the structures themselves. We are ahead of schedule, which is a good thing. And which allows us to be put in this position. All the storm drain facilities are in place. All of the what's called rock slope protection is in place. So to winterize this project would be a relatively simple task. Then the other cost would be then to have the contractor remobilize. In other words, bring all of his equipment back on site. So we have had those discussions with Caltrans and the CTC, and they recognize that that's an additional cost to the project potentially, and we're trying hard not to have to do that.
Yeah. Thank you, Tim, for the imposition into your day, and we hopefully they get a budget passed.
My pleasure.
Here soon.
Thank
Thanks.
you.